Yo, what is going on? It's your boy Ash Sports here, coming at you guys in another live stream. What's going on, everybody, man? Um, let's see here. Who do we have in the live chat right now? We got Jared, we got Jose. What's up to you guys, man? So I'm gonna kind of give you guys my thoughts on the first half of the season for the New York Yankees, and as we are approaching All-Star break, as many of you guys know, today the New York Yankees fail yet again to get a sweep and lose to the Houston Astros, or rather blow it against the Houston Astros by a final score of 8-7. When the Yankees once again um, just simply blew it in the ninth, and this time it wasn't Aroldis Chapman, it was Chad Green, um, and not last night's game because obviously Cole was just on the mound. He had a complete game, but the night before, Chad Green had over 26 pitches, and yet Aaron Boone decides to go with him when you have Aroldis Chapman. I get Aroldis Chapman. It's kind of hard to trust him right now because of the blown games that he's had, the past few weeks or so. But when you have a lead of 7-2, man, it's like at this point, man, if you want to get Chapman's confidence back, you know, just put him out there. And if you get in a jam early, then take him out. It's that simple. Like, if there's a runner on first and second, kind of like what you did with Domingo Germán, which was kind of a weird thing to see Domingo Germán in the bullpen, and I mean, at the end of the day, that's also kind of a thing where it might also be a sign to where maybe like they might switch up the rotation because, as of late, Nestor Cortez has played very well in the rotation. And we might get Corey Kluber back soon, so we might see a lot more of Domingo Germán on the in the bullpen. But as far as Aroldis Chapman goes, like okay, like if you give up like a runner on first and second, or like if you just give up like two runners on base, like if you're already in a jam early, then take him out, and then you got Albert Abreu or Jonathan Loaisiga, who's been pitching phenomenal all year. Like he's been pitching amazing. He's probably like our best pitcher in the bullpen, at least in my opinion. And you don't put him in to close, like you put in Chad Green. Listen. At the end of the day, like if you wanted to put in Chad Green, that's fine. But at the end of the day, when the Astros bats started to wake up in the ninth inning, I mean, the first two games the Astros didn't even score a run. They were terrible against against us. Their bats were awful, and then they started to pick it up in the ninth. And you just decide to keep Chapman on there on the mound. And honestly, dude, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be really honest. Once Jose Altuve was up to bat, I knew the game was over. And at that point, I was considering just thinking about walking him, even though we only had one out. Honestly, like, man, dude, I wish we could have walked him, because I knew he was going to he was gonna go deep. I just had I was thinking about Game 6 all over again. Now, obviously, this is a meaningless regular season game. This doesn't hurt compared to the 2019 ALCS, to where I'm gonna be honest. I've never seen a Yankees team got good in 2019 since we won the World Series in 2009. I really thought that was the year, and especially considering the fact that we were playing the Astros again. They beat us 2 years prior from before. I mean, it hurts because, if you watch that Game 6, we tied it in the ninth, and then Altuve just blew it in the end. Hold on, guys. Oh, man, fucking, I hate when people call me at random fucking times, man. I'm sorry about that, but yeah, no, like, this is not okay. Like, this is not okay what the Yankees are doing. Um, I watched Bad Dog's video. Shout out to Bad Dog Sports. If you guys don't know about him, man, he's a Giants and Yankees fan himself. He likes to live stream, NBA, MLB, NFL games. He has over 100. A lot of you guys should know who Bad Dog is, but he's obviously a big time Yankees fan, and he said it himself, like how many more games are the Yankees gonna blow? Because let's be real, like in a 162 game season, you know, you're gonna blow games. It's just bound to happen. You're gonna blow games, but I would think like we would be up by like a run or two, and then maybe we just left a few runners stranded on base, and like they score and whatnot, and they win. I mean, because at the end of the day, like when you're up to bat in the ninth, when you're only down by like a run or two, you have a chance. 3 runs, I mean, that's kind of a stretch, but if it's 4 runs and more, like at that point, the game is over. At that point, the game is over. Like you shouldn't even be thinking about, oh man, we're gonna rally. Like no, at that point, like I'm gonna be honest, like I think unless you're a delusional, retarded Astros fan that thought that the team never cheated and that they won fair and square and that they're the best team in baseball, and then this and that. Like, unless you're one of those people, there was no way that the Astros fans thought that they were going to win this game today. And honestly, like, I know, let me see the comments real quick. Let me see here. Is this, Pirates, ass? They absolutely bombed the first overall pick. I'll get to that in a little bit, the draft. But fuck you, Spider. But I'm gonna be honest here, man. Like, damn, I don't even know what I'm talking about, man. I literally lost the train of thought because I was just looking at the comments. Oh yeah, Balix Sports. Balix Sports was bragging to like Spider, like, oh, and I get where he's coming from. I do. Like at the end of the day, yes, we did win the series. We also won the series in New York, but at the end of the day, man, like I'm so sick and tired of the complacency from this team. It's like, this is why I think this team's not going to make the playoffs. It's not just because we blow it in the ninth, right? We've been blowing games as of late. I mean, can you imagine if we would have never blow those games against the Angels, the Twins, the Mets, the Astros today? How we would look in the wild card standings, and even in our division, we would be within range of the Red Sox and Rays. But no, we decided to blow all those games, and now we're completely out of the running for the AL East. Like I think we're like 8+ games back, and we're like 5 games back of the wild card spot. Like at the end of the day, I mean, this team could still turn around in the second half, but not the way that we've been playing all throughout the first half. But pretty much my thoughts on the first half is that whenever we win a series, like this team is complacent. Whenever we win a series, like whenever we win that second game, we just lose that next game. And it's that's not a winning culture right there. Like you can't just go into the second game and you're just like, oh, at least we won this. No, dude, at the end of the day, when you have the chance to sweep a team, you sweep them. And I understand, like, you're not going to sweep everybody. Like when you win a series, obviously you'll take it at the end of the day. But it can't be on a consistent basis, like all the time, right? Literally, I'm not even satisfied with the 2 series wins we had. I'm not, because we beat the Mariners and we literally only had 1 hit against a rookie pitcher against the Mariners. Like, if you were going to drop the game, that's fine and all, but we only had 1 fucking hit. Like, that is absolutely disgraceful. And today against the Astros, like, we were up 7. As soon as Gary Sanchez hit that 3-run home run, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I thought it was over. I think a lot of people thought it was over because we think to ourselves, like, this won't happen again. The Yankees are going to win, and we're going to end the first half of the season on a high note by sweeping the Astros and on a 3-game winning streak. But no. What do the 2021 Yankees do? They find a way to blow it. You see, the New York Yankees, man, I'll tell you what, man. I'm going to address this real quick, like, to Amir. 2 things, Amir. Like, I don't know if you're watching this, Amir, or not, but check this out, right? Like, I understand, like, you were probably trolling when you said, like, you should have been a Giants fan. Like, listen, bro. There's no team I would rather want to root for than the New York. I love this team to death. I will always love the New York Yankees. And I hate the fact that, like, people say, like, why did you become a Yankees fan for, like, this and that, like, and I hate how people are even thinking, because I'm gonna be honest, I watched some of the MLB draft today, and even though we lost, and even though the season's been really frustrating thus far, it makes me so grateful that I am a New York Yankees fan. Honestly, being a Yankees fan, like being a Yankees fan is great and all. Like, I get to see my team in the playoffs almost every year and whatnot, contend for a championship. I can't feel that way about the Raiders. I can't feel that way now as of late with the Sharks, but with the Sharks, I knew we were always a playoff team, but we just could never get it done, and we just could never get it done in the Stanley Cup playoffs, and we failed to win the Stanley Cup. But for the Yankees, every year I always have the mindset of championship or bust, and this team, and like, with the New York Yankees, it's like, you always want to find ways to win. They always find ways to win. It's the exact opposite of this year. They always find ways to lose, and it's really frustrating. But still, again, like, I mean, there's a lot of teams right now that would kill to be in our position right now. So I have to be grateful with that. And also at the same time, too, this MLB draft, man. Like, I talked to Steel Maiden. Like, I mean, they took a catcher with their first overall pick, man, instead of choosing Jack Leiter. Like, what the fuck? Like, what? Like, that is beyond, like, that's just crazy to me. Like, that's crazy to me. And then I saw some other teams reaching for draft picks as well, man. It was just like, I mean, the Yankees, we drafted today Trey Sweeney, and some people say we might have reached for that draft pick, but not. I'm honestly okay with that pick. I am. I have no problem with Trey Sweeney whatsoever, man. I think he's got potential. He's a really good left-handed batter, which we've been missing all year because we have nothing but a bunch of right-handed power hitters. Like the only left-handed batters we have on our team is Brett Gardner, Rugi Odor. I don't even remember the rest, man. Yeah, like that's it. I think Tim LaCastro, he had a home run today that was pretty cool. I think he bats right. Let me just double check. But we don't have that many left-handed batters, and that's why I'm still hoping, even though we're probably not going to make the playoffs, that we trade for Adam Frazier, just so we can have some, depth at that left-handed batter position. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's why I thought he bats right. Hit a home run today, though. And he's one of the fastest players in the MLB, man. I tell you what, man. Tim LaCastro's got some wheels. I don't even think he's the fastest player on the Yankees, though. I think Tyler Wade's still the fastest, but, man, dude's got some wheels. Man. And I thought today, man, if we're going to lose this game, it's going to be because of Tyone, and it's going to be because eventually the Astros are going to wake up and, the bats are going to start getting hot. But no, like, they only scored 2 runs heading into the bottom of the 9th as we're up by 5, and we still find a way to lose. Like, it's really fucking frustrating. It's absolutely frustrating. It really is, man. Like, again, like, when is enough gonna be enough? Like, this team has the All-Star break to really just figure it out. But, again, just to lose a game like that, especially when you're at an All-Star break, like, it really deflates you. Because I'll tell you what, if we would have won this game today, I would be sitting up here and I would feel a little bit more optimistic. I would be cautiously optimistic, I would say, you know what? Maybe this team has a chance. But now I'm sitting up here saying, that's the reason why we're not going to make the playoffs. And also, yeah, man, like, apparently too, Michael, shout out to my boy Darcy, but apparently the Royals also reached for a player as well, man. And it's like, just going back to Amir, man, it's like, the San Francisco Giants, like, they're a great franchise and all, man, but they're inconsistent as hell. The New York Yankees, again, for 27 straight years now, the New York Yankees, ever since I've been alive, have had a losing season. And I understand the Giants have won more World Series recently than us, and they're probably going to be in the playoffs. You know, we'll see how they do in the playoffs. But like at the end of the day, man, like I have no problem with the Giants, but I wouldn't trade being a Yankees fan for the world. I wouldn't. I'm sorry. Like so I think to myself sometimes, being a Yankees fan, like being a Raiders fan is a punishment for me being a Yankees fan. Same thing with the Sharks. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I know we're in July, and Bad Dog even said this about the Giants as well. I cannot wait for football to start because honestly, I'm obviously more into football than baseball. You know, even though like again, like I love the Yankees and all that, but like it's just like I don't know how much more I can take of this team. I'm hoping we actually miss the playoffs. I do, because if we make the playoffs, say we make the playoffs and lose in the wild card, right? You know, Aaron Boone's gonna stay because like Cashman and fucking Steinbrenner are gonna be so impressed that they turned the season around and whatnot, and that they still believe in Aaron Boone and analytics and whatnot, man, and they're gonna keep him. No, let's just miss the fucking playoffs. Let's fire Aaron Boone and let's just figure this team out because we are a few pieces away. I thought this team was a championship contender because I thought we had all the pieces. Apparently not. We have some holes now. We have some holes apparently. Like again, we don't have enough left-handed hitting. That's one of the holes. We don't have a closer at the moment. Like we don't have someone that can close a game. Like I don't know what to say at this point with this team. I don't. Like at this point, like I'm just so torn with this team. I love them, but I'm just so torn. And honestly, I'm just like I'm gonna be honest. Like I wasn't mad. I wasn't gonna scream or yell. Like you saw if you guys saw my video that I'm not even mad. I wasn't even ranting or raging. I was just laughing. Because I'm just so numb to this team. And I'm just yeah. You know, it is what it is, you guys, man. We'll see what the Yankees do in the second half. It's going to be really interesting. Trade deadline is less than 20 days away. All I got to say is, man, like to the Raiders, man, please, 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 do not punt the season. Actually try to make the playoffs this year. Because the Yankees and the Sharks have made me depressed to the point where I might die before the age of 50 from liver disease. Like, I don't know how much alcohol I can consume. And I'm just kidding, you guys. I'm not that much into alcohol anyways. Like, I honestly, though, I did have my flask. I did. That's not, but like, I only ever have that whenever we have a really, really horrible loss, like today. I don't drink after we lose a game. No, fuck that. No. I'm going to be honest. I only drink like once or twice a week. I'm not a heavy drinker. No. I used to be like during the college days, but now I can't really. I cannot take any more alcohol, bro. I'm getting old. Oh, shit, man. All right, you guys. I'm out. Peace. Go Raiders. Go Yankees. Go Sharks. Peace out, y'all.